Hello, YouTube friends and vinyl community. It's Steph. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you. I'm so happy that you've subscribed, and hopefully you will keep watching these videos because I love making them. And if you don't know anything about me, I am a music lover. I have a fairly decent sized record collection and CD collection, and also MP3 collection. And I'm a kind of what I'd call a part-time amateur DJ. I do make money doing it on the side when I'm not working my regular full-time job. I have been doing a couple of series now where I'm showing my CDs, so if you're interested in that, you can check out my other videos. And this particular video today is going to be about my vinyl record purge series that I've been doing, which means I'm going through my record collection and getting rid of the records that I don't listen to, or that are too thrashed, or that are just kind of what I call filler. Some of them I don't even know how I got them. Maybe people know I like records and they try and pawn them off on me, but they're just really not anything that I would listen to. So a little bit of a backstory. I recently moved into a really tiny place after my divorce, and I had previously a whole big record room. So I had all my equipment in it and all my records, all my media, memorabilia, and all that stuff. But now I find myself kind of with all this stuff and thinking, well, what do I really want to keep and what do I want to get rid of? And so I don't think it's really the size of the record collection, but the quality of it. So that's why I'm kind of going through and really thinking about getting rid of all the filler, or maybe someone else will enjoy what I'm not listening to. So the first one up is going to be the Ramones Leave Home, and this is a new copy. It's still in its shrink here, 1977 Sire release. I am going to keep it in its shrink till I can get a nice plastic cover on this baby. And someone had mentioned in the comment section below after I did one of my videos that I should put my records in plastic covers to prevent the ring wear. And he was absolutely right. And I do have a whole bunch of plastic covers that I need to put on the records that don't have them. I just haven't gotten around to that project, and it's quite a big project. So yeah, a lot of my records I bought so cheap, they already had the ring wear on the, showing on the cover when I bought them, but they still seem to play okay. But I think to just prevent the new ones from getting ring wear, I definitely need to do that. So let's get on to the music here. This one, 1977, it's got Gimme Gimme, Shock Treatment. That's a really great one. Pinhead's one of my favorites. Commando's one of my favorites. It's got a cover of California Sun, which is great. This is just a really great album. You can't go wrong with the Ramones. And I paid, let's see, $25.99 for this, which was kind of painful for me because I'm used to buying records for a better price, and I'm used to buying used records. So I'm just curious, what is the most that you have spent on a new record? And what is the most you'd be willing to spend on a collectible record that you have on your wish list? So if you want to comment in the comment section below, I'm curious, just want to know. So Ramones, definitely keeping that one. Here is a really thrashed copy of this poor record. And I think that this is KT Osen, this woman, and this lady definitely deserves better than me having this crappy copy of her album that's all chewed up on the top here. She is from Arkansas, and she is she's got a pretty good reputation for being a very good artist. She's kind of in the country music area, crossover in between into pop and contemporary music. Sometimes I think they call it Southern blues, but this album I believe is from 1988, and it's definitely more contemporary if it is country. There's a lot of keyboards going on. She's got a really beautiful voice, and I had never really given this a listen till recently. and thought to myself, well, I might want to check out some more of her stuff. And I'm not really a country person or a country buff, but I'm trying to keep an open mind and expand my horizons. Unfortunately, I'm not going to keep this album because it's thrashed, so that's going to go, but I'm going to keep her on my radar. And so sorry, beautiful lady, you're going to be going. Another go is this beautiful record here. This cover is absolutely beautiful. This is Mary O'Hara, and this is from the 50s. She was a soprano singer and harp player, and this is beautiful music, but it's not my thing. And so Love Songs of Ireland, and yes, this is gonna go. So, you know, it was the major label bonanza price of $1.37, which that's more of my price range for a record. Okay, so that one's going. Next one, Freedom of Choice by Devo, and keeping this one. And this one's got Girl You Want, which is such a great song, and of course Whip It, and let's see, Gates of Steel, so great. Planet Earth, and Cold War, and so yeah, Freedom of Choice. Really love Devo, keeping that one for sure. Next, Fibber, McGee, and Molly. I don't know if I've shown this one to you already, but this is something I'm not keeping. Hunt and Peck, Fibber authors a movie script about the invention of the typewriter. Seems really interesting. You know, if I had more time, I would probably take a listen to this, but there are 2 radio shows from Johnson's Wax program as heard on NBC Network 1946. And there you go. Some interesting character art right there. Next is Blondie, Eat to the Beat. And I really love this album. And you can see this one's got some ring wear there. And this one has Dreaming, which is just a great song. The Hardest Part is a really great rockin' song. And Union City Blues, so good. Shayla, Eat to the Beats. Accidents Never Happen's a great song. Die Young, Stay Pretty, it's got that kind of reggae vibe going on. And of course Atomics on here. And I just really love this album. This is Chrysalis, produced by Mike Chapman, 1979. Blondie. Next, the B-52s. And I believe this is Mesopotamia. Yeah, Mesopotamia. And this is a Warner Brothers album, 1982. And this one has Loveland, Deep Sleep, Mesopotamia, Cake, Throw That Beat in the Garbage Can, Nip It in the Bud. This one was produced by David Byrne from the Talking Heads. And it was recorded at Blank Tape Studios, New York, September 1981. So there you go. This one features Ricky Wilson on there, back when he was still alive. And then next, I'm keeping that one. That isn't my favorite B-52s, but I'm still keeping it because they're cool. All right, Rick Springfield, Working Class Dog. Here's another old thrash copy. And I like Rick Springfield. You know, he was the second concert I ever went to, and I just have really good memories of being a really little kid and seeing that concert. I think it was at the Universal Amphitheater in LA. And so it's kind of nostalgic for me, but yeah, there he is. And so this copy's thrash. I could probably get another copy pretty cheap, but it's got Jesse's Girl, the classic Jesse's Girl. Love Is All Right Tonight, The Light of Love, you know. It's Rick Springfield. Okay, so here is a comp from the Rolling Stones. I'm keeping that Rick Springfield, by the way, till I can get a better copy, and then I'll get rid of that one. So next, Hot Rocks, the Rolling Stones 64 to 71 includes their biggest hits, and There we go. This is a pretty good one here. London Records. And let's see here. This one has Brown Sugar, Wild Horses, Gimme Shelter, Honky Tonk Woman, Satisfaction, Paint It Black, Jumping Jack Flash, Street Fighting Man, Midnight Rambler, Live, Can't Always Get What You Want, As Tears Go By, Sympathy for the Devil, Under My Thumb. There's so many here. One thing is this album is not the best sounding quality in my opinion. I wouldn't call myself an audiophile, but I definitely noticed when I was playing this out live that could have sounded better. I love these songs on here though, and I'm not gonna get rid of this, I'm gonna keep it. All right, Iggy Pop, Lust for Life. And this is an original copy here. And this one has, let's see here. This was manufactured, produced and manufactured in West Germany. And this has Lust for Life on it, Some Weird Sin, The Passenger, which is a great song. And I really love the Susie and the Banshees cover of that song too. Turn Blues on here, 16, Some Weird Sin. So yes, do love Iggy Pop, and I love his smile on the cover. It's just, the cover's just priceless. Just makes me laugh and smile every time I see it. All right, so next, Ian Dury, and this is a 12-inch for the price of a single, and can't beat that. So this is a Spasticus Autisticus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I know that's how the song goes, but it's not spelled that way on the cover, and that could be offensive. This album could be offensive to some people, but it's a really actually kind of a cool song, I think, and done in Ian Dury style. Interesting indeed is that album, and keeping that. Okay, up next is My Sister Thanks You and I Thank You, the White Stripes Greatest Hits. And this one's missing its plastic cover. I probably pulled it off during a gig to get to the record and never put it back on. Very naughty that way. This is a pretty cool greatest hits here, and I bought this new. Let me go ahead and show you the inside of it here. And there you have it. I think I got this to play specifically Seven Nation Army, and yeah, White Stripes. Keeping that one. Okay, this one I'm not keeping. Songs That Tickle Your Funny Bone with the Golden Singers and Orchestra. And this is kind of a cute little quirky vintagey cover here. And I really like these kids albums because they're really fun and they're kind of nostalgic. And so this is from Wonderland Records and Tapes. And it says the most complete catalog of children's records in the world. Songs, stories, TV, and movie favorites, entertaining as well as educational. And yeah, 1982. And I'm getting rid of this one, but it's cute. I don't have tiny children anymore to play that for, but it's got some pretty cute stuff on it. Okay, next. This one is the Beatles, and these are rock and roll classics from the Beatles. And let's see here. This one has Twist and Shout, and I saw her standing there. You Can't Do That, I Want to Be Your Man, Long Tall Sally, Rock and Roll Music, Money, Bad Boy, Matchbox, Rock and Roll Beethoven. And it's got a pretty cool cover and back. It's a little bit thrashed, but original copy here, and then you can see there's the old classic rock and roll drive-through setup there, and spilling out a little bit and splitting, but I'm going to keep that one. Okay, so 2 more left, and if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. All right, so I love Hoodoo Gurus, and I'm keeping this one, and this is probably one of the first Hoodoo Gurus albums that I heard, and then I went back a little bit just because of my age, but this one has Another World, and I saw the video for that and I absolutely loved that song. And it also has Come Anytime, which I love that song, it's such a great song. This is BMG Records, and this is 1989, and they're just a really cool band, and I like them, so I'm gonna keep that. And the last one for the evening is going to be this Burning Sensations album. This is early 80s new wave music. There's a song on here called Belly of the Whale that I absolutely love. I could listen to it over and over again, and it's just a really cool song. And so if you haven't heard that song, I recommend you listen to it. You're into early 80s new wave, and so there you go. Very cool looking album. Definitely keeping this one. And that's all I have to share with you for tonight. And if you've stuck around this far, thanks for watching the video, and I will be back soon with another CD collection video, and of course more records to keep and purge. So until then, you guys all have a good rest of the weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.